A very good evening to all. I, Karishma, welcome you all to the second episode of the Battle of Great Minds Season 3, an initiative by LNP Global Mumbai and Connect Talks.
The genre for today's presentation is science, which is mentored by Dr. Smita Gandhi.
To judge and guide our participants, we have our esteemed panel of judges with us today, Dr. Smita Gandhi, Dr. Bhavi Modi, Ms. Tina Jain, Ms. Simona Teron, and Ms. C.G. Verghese. We welcome you all. Lastly, we have with us our most passionate and energetic support system of the competition, our director, Mr. Pranavesh Shenoy.
I welcome all of you and the participants and wish them luck for today's presentation. Starts. An avid group of six dynamic and lively people who are well spoken, steadfast, and crafty. We present you Group C Team Urja.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम है केशव झा और क्या किया भव्य तुमने? पहले अपशगुन कर दिया। अब मैं तो कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला हूँ भाई। जब तक तुम दूसरी बार छीकोगे नहीं, मैं तो कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा और फिर 10 मिनट हमारा खत्म नहीं होगा, सर हम पे चिल्लाएंगे। अब मैं तो कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला हूँ।
Okay, so आप ना बोले, मुझे बोलने दे. But really, Keshav, you believe in all this stuff in this modern scientific age. Actually, it's not just Keshav's opinion. There are millions of Indians which believes in this all this stuff. And here comes our topic of superstitions. We all have been taught that our future is already been written by our God. Then how can just one sneeze change our future? How can it change the consequences of our action? How can it change our destiny? This is just an illogical superstition. But wait, every superstition is not illogical. There is a big science behind it. Today, we are gonna dive deeper in this topic. After this presentation, we all will get a clear idea on what exactly is superstition, what is the science behind them, and how these superstitions affects our psychology, our mental state. And then at last, what is the conclusion which we can draw from it. So now we are gonna discuss some of the important and widely followed superstitions and what is the science behind it. Over to you, Nandita.
India is filled with customs and traditions. Remember the time when your mom stopped you to give you a spoon of curd and sugar before you headed out for an interview or an exam? Well, a lot of people believe this brings good luck, but science says otherwise. The fact is that the tropical climate of India demands that our bodies use combinations like that of sugar and curd. Since there is no scientific evidence that it brings good luck, it has been dropped in the category of common superstitions. I would like to move on to my second superstition, that is plastering floor with cow dung. This practice is more prevalent in the rural parts of India, but even this has a scientific reason behind it. Cow dung plaster is considered auspicious, just like any other product of a cow. Hence, mostly all rituals dictate the usage of cow dung to plaster the floor. Our ancestors probably started this practice to guard against the insects and reptiles which are repelled by the pungent smell of cow dung. They did not have the luxury to buy bottled commercial disinfectants like we do. But over the time, this practice became a ritual and we find ourselves following it in spite of it being redundant in the contemporary world. Over to you, Akanksha.
Pregnant women not allowed to go out during eclipse. In India, it's believed that during an eclipse, one must not wander out, since it's believed that the sun is swallowed up by a demon. Pregnant women especially must stay indoors in order to ensure that their babies are not born with any deformities. Some families even avoid cooking and eating altogether during an eclipse. However, the scientific reason behind it is that one should avoid going out during an eclipse to keep away from the harmful rays. Next, a person should not sleep beneath a peepal tree because they might encounter a ghost. Peepal tree is one poor fellow, as I call it, as it has been defamed for no reason according to my logic. It is something that we were taught in school that at night plants exhale carbon dioxide while there's a lack of sunlight. If this ghost will kill you if you stand under the tree at night was true, how do even animals survive? So there's no truth in the belief that peepal tree is inhabited by spirits and ghosts. Over to you, Ispreha.
Do not sleep with head facing the north. We have heard our elders tell us that we should not face towards north and sleep. But when we ask for a reason, many a times they end up saying it's written in the religious text. But there is actually a scientific reason for that. We all know that Earth and human body both have magnetic fields of their own. Magnetic fields on the Earth are concentrated in the north and the south pole. When you sleep with your head pointing north, your body's magnetic field interferes with that of Earth. This can fluctuate your blood pressure and can even cause heart problems. Moving on, bathe after attending a funeral. The traditional belief attached to this is that the spirit of the dead person might get attached to you and you might invite a negative energy into you. But the scientific reason is that once a person is dead, the body loses its ability to fight bacteria and starts to decompose. The people who attend the funeral are exposed to the dead body and hence the bacteria that participates in the decomposition of a dead body. That is the reason why they are asked to bathe immediately after the funeral before touching anything or anyone. Over to you, Bhavya.
Most of the people believe that it is necessary to crush the head of the snake after you kill it. So what is the science behind it? Firstly, snakes are cold-blooded animals. They do not require heat or they do not generate heat within from themselves, but they depend on external sources. Also, their mind do not require much oxygen to work. In fact, their mind can keep on working for a few minutes or even for hours, even after they have been killed. So it is advisable to always crush their head after killing it, because if their mind keeps on working, then it is possible that they may bite you. Also, their fangs have enough venom to harm you. Therefore, it is always advisable to crush the head of the snake after you kill it. Moving on to avoiding eating non-veg in Shravan. Most of our elders suggest us not to eat non-veg during Shravan. And when they state the reasons, they have stated that it is the holy month of Lord Shiva. Now, what is the science behind it? First one, Shravan comes in rainy season, which brings a lot of diseases along with it. New viruses and bacteria take place and grow. And it is possible that by consuming non-veg, we may get infected by a number of diseases. Therefore, it is advisable to avoid eating non-veg in Shravan. Also, in rainy seasons, our immunity is very low according to Ayurveda. So, one should avoid eating oily, spicy food and non-veg in Shravan. Thirdly, rainy season is a month of love and romance. Also, it is a season of breeding for most of the animals. So in India, it is considered as a sin to kill animals during the breeding period. If we talk about Hindu mythology, in Mahabharata, Maharaj Pandu was cursed due to which because he killed 2 animals in jungle while they were making love. That is why it is suggested to avoid being Pandu in rainy season, especially in Shravan, and be a sadhu and avoid non-veg. Over to you, Kish.
चलो अब मैं कुछ बोल सकता हूँ. खैर ये तो कुछ ऐसे अंधविश्वास थे जिनके पीछे कोई कारण या कोई वैज्ञानिक कारण है, और हम तो कुछ ऐसे भी अंधविश्वास मानते आ रहे हैं जिसके पीछे न कोई कारण है न कोई वैज्ञानिक कारण, और यदि है भी तो अभी के समय प्रासंगिक नहीं है. जैसे मैंने भी कहा, छींकने वाला, या फिर बहुत लोग कहते हैं रात के समय में नाखून नहीं काटना चाहिए. पहले के समय में बिजली नहीं थी इसलिए लोग नहीं काटते थे, लेकिन अब तो इतने सारे साधन है बिजली के, तब तो हम काट ही सकते हैं. ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं कि किसी विशेष दिन आप बाल नहीं कटा सकते, तो कोई बिल्ली अगर रास्ता काट रही है तो आप रुक जाइए। ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं। आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे अगर इसके पीछे कोई वैज्ञानिक कारण नहीं है तो ये बात हम आपको क्यों बता रहे हैं, क्योंकि इसके पीछे भी एक कारण है। वो कारण है हमारी दिमागी स्थिति से जुड़ी हुई। अब वो स्थिति क्या है वो आपको वैभव बताएंगे।
Yes, so now let us understand the effect of believing in this unscientific, illogical superstitions on our psychology. Our subconscious mind gets disturbed with this illogical belief. And if there is a mishap, for example, a cat crossing our path, then we start enveloping ourselves with a negative aura. After that event, we start looking at everything with a negative outlook. And even the tiniest of problem appears large and we start blaming our luck and our destiny for it. For example, after that cat crossed our car, we may be caught in traffic or one of our tire may get punctured. But for these small problems also, we start blaming our luck, our destiny. So this must not happen, and this misconception must be eliminated from our thoughts and from our society. Over to you, Keshav.
अगर हम बात करें निष्कर्ष की, तो निष्कर्ष यही निकलता कि कोई भी विश्वास हो या अंधविश्वास, सबके पीछे कोई ना कोई कारण होता है। अब वो कारण हमें नहीं पता है, जिसमें हमारे पूर्वजों की कोई गलती नहीं। तो अगली बार से अगर आपके बड़े आप कुछ करने के लिए कहे या कुछ करने से मना करे, तो आप उन पर प्रश्न ना उठाइए, बल्कि उसके पीछे का वैज्ञानिक कारण खोजिए। और यदि वो वैज्ञानिक कारण उनको नहीं पता है तो आप उनको भी बताइए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों को। कोरोना का समय चल रहा है, आप अपना और अपनों का बहुत ख्याल रखें, क्योंकि जो शिक्षक होते, जो शिक्षिकाएं होती हैं, वो भी हमारी दूसरी माँ ही होती है। तो हमारे सभी मेंटर्स को हम हैप्पी मदर्स डे भी कहना चाहेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Now let's see what our mentors have to say on this.
Okay, so well done team ऊर्जा, बहुत ही अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन रहा आप लोगों का। और आपने बहुत ही मतलब आई कैन सी कि आप लोगों ने काफी रिसर्च की है। यू हैव डन द रिसर्च बिहाइंड द साइंस ऑफ द थिंग्स व्हाट वी बिलीव इन, और बहुत अच्छे से आपने उसको प्रेजेंट किया है फुल एनर्जी के साथ। सो वेल डन टीम, गुड जॉब।
थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Okay, so I'll go next. Good presentation, Team Urja. Bringing science to superstitions. So you've really taken efforts to find out what kind of superstitions are there and give it a scientific angle maybe. So yes, all in all, it was a good presentation. I wouldn't rate it excellent, but it was a good presentation. जहाँ तक आप जिस तरह से आप लोगों ने present किया, I think somewhere at some point the energy levels were dipping somewhere. Okay, so Keshav, somewhere when you talk, you actually मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आप सबकी एनर्जी चूस लेते हो, बाकी सबके लिए कुछ नहीं छोड़ते। तो वो थोड़ा आपके पास का जो भी है वो I think you need to distribute it to all. Nandita, you were excellent. Akanksha was excellent. Rest of you guys really need to work on the way you are presenting. Okay. Other than that, I think overall a good presentation. So yes, I think you all can still do a lot better as a team, and in the way you guys are, picking up subjects or bringing it to the table. You have the potential to do a lot more. तो आपकी full potential जो है वो नहीं नजर आ रही. So I still have a lot of expectations from you guys. So you will have to somewhere lift yourselves up and come to a level where I can say that yes, it was wow. So a wow factor you need to get from us. Yeah. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so I'd like to go next, and I don't think I could have put it in half as amusing way, or as it was amusing and yet it was compassionate. But Dr. Modi, the way you said it, it just had me in splits, because that is essentially what I wanted to communicate as well. That and I think Ranavesh had pointed this out the last time in the previous Sunday, and he made quite a strong point of it. So I feel a little bad that that was not taken heed and of, and I feel that it's not about one person shining less than somebody else, because I don't believe that's true in life. कि मतलब तुम अपना light थोड़ा dim करो ताकि बाकी लोग जो मतलब who are not showing up, they don't look so bad. No. So I don't think it's about that. But when I think what Dr. Modi meant when she said that, it feels like you're just like sucking away all the energy and the attention. It's the attention. So when all of you are part of a team, you guys, I mean, you don't really want me to start singing Level Up right now. Like nobody wants to see a middle-aged woman trying to like rap. So don't make me do that. But you do need to level up. You do need to start all pitching in as much. I understand that Keshav has a certain dramatic kind of presentation, but I think you'll also already know who are my favorites in this group, because last time I offered you all jobs that I can't possibly live up to. But Ispreha, Akanksha, you guys, I think even Vaibhav, you guys have a certain delivery which comes across as extremely polished, and you feel, I feel personally when I'm watching you guys that it's coming from a place of absolute confidence, in terms of a very quiet confidence. But I do feel, again, Bhavya, I'm not picking on you, but I really feel that that anxiety, that nervousness, you can translate it. It's good to have nerves, because if you didn't, you wouldn't care. You'd like show up in your pajamas, right? But you do care. Just try to find a way to channel that excitement, try to channel those nerves, and let that energy come through. Okay, because you are a good speaker, but I feel you're too much in your head. So मतलब जो अंदर वो जो that panel, that committee, or whoever is in your head talking, tell them to all shut up and get out and just focus on us. We are the panel and the committee that matter, right? At least for this. Cool. So that's one tip. And I do think in terms of, just because, and this is only because we came from a presentation which was just about animal cruelty and it was done fantastically, but the bit about crushing the snake's head, yeah, I take objection with that. It could have been compassionately mentioned at the end. Ideally, don't kill snakes. If you come across a poisonous snake or whatever, because after getting the information about the superstition, the modern day approach should be that, you find somebody who is, you call up at the Hafkins Institute or wherever you live, and you find a person who can handle the snake and take them and rehabilitate them. So that's the one part that I struggled with a little bit personally. And you can, since it's too specific, you can keep it out of the context if it doesn't matter. But I feel it matters when you have such a topic where you are dispelling misconceptions and preconceived notions, to kind of miss this little one opportunity to educate would have, for me, made a difference. It mattered. Other than that, I think the breeding season really was a very excellent point, because sustainability and sustainable consumption, all of this is in our culture. And it's just that until the West tells us it's okay, we don't take all these things seriously, we don't appreciate them. So I really like that bit. And I think the cow dung thing also was excellent, because my own grandmother used to do that in our ancestral home. And I used to always ask her, like, ew, why is there poop on the floor types? And she would say that that's what keeps us safe from falling sick. It also keeps away the insects, and it's actually antibacterial. It's a fungicide. It's so many things. So I love that bit. And I think content-wise, your stuff was very strong. Perhaps in the delivery, it got a little bit lost. Your presentation has improved leagues from the last time. So I got to give you guys props for that. But like I said, don't make me sing Level Up. You all know the track. Play it when you all are working on your stuff the next time. And good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
CG, next.
Go.
Thank you. Okay, I guess Bhavi and Simona have already covered a lot of points, but I just feel, guys, when you're presenting, don't be conscious. Don't think about too many things. Just be there and give your best. Whether the person ahead of you has spoken brilliantly or the person ahead of you has made a mistake, don't let that affect your part of the speech. You can still pull it up. And just be confident about yourself. Just give it out. And there's no one better than yourself to judge where you stand. So we can give you feedback, but you are your best judge, and nobody better than you will know where your strengths are. So just let loose, guys. I mean, you all are fabulous. You all can really do good, and just keep going. And I'm sure by the end of these 5 sessions that we have, with the mentors. You guys are going to rock it. Truly. Some good
Thank you
signs.
so much, ma'am.
Yes, I was happy. So great. Okay, yes, Siji, all to you.
Thank you. So what went on really good was the start when Bhavya started coughing, and that was a nice little thing, nice little twist to you started off well. So it's like much better from what I saw the last time. So I saw that you have placed Akansha in the right space. The energies were taken care of. You started off first and you ended off last, Keshav. So you were mindful about a lot much of feedback that was given from the last time, which is like really commendable. What I also liked is that when she said there's only 1 minute left, you did not seem to be deterred with it. You went on with the flow. That was really another plus plus. So I feel you guys have come notches above from where it all started to where it is. Even having the bilingual aspect of it, the flow was pretty good. I like the colors on your screen, what seemed like nice sunshiny color. And I also like the topic that you chose, debunking or, busting those myths with every superstition that was there. So that was unique in itself, that thinking about science and then you thought about superstition and you connected those two. That was again a nice bit of flow. What could have been done better? Yes, as many of them said before me as well, is that match your energies in such a way that you can feel it as a voice modulation. So a little up, little high, it can still be rhythmic. So we all have our different flavors and you will find it across. And the second thing I felt was that you could do better was with Akanksha and Nandita, placing yourself a little more in the screen, because Nandita was like this, so was Akanksha. So what you could do is your head got chopped off. So I guess you were coming closer to the speaker to speak. So I could see like this. So what it could be a visual treat, if you could place yourself more perfectly, because it's a part of presentation to have the visual presence in there. So Akanksha, I hope you've recovered. And I saw you teary-eyed too while we were talking about Mother's Day. And I saw Pranavesh too teary-eyed. So I guess you guys are having a very close bond with moms. So overall, good job. Thank you. That's from me.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
शाहरुख खान का एक डायलॉग है चक दे इंडिया पे, वो 10 मिनट शाहरुख खान ने चक दे इंडिया में कहा था कि वो 70 मिनट वो आपके हैं, बट यहाँ पर मैं कहूंगा ये 10 मिनट जो है ना वो आपके हैं. Guys, give your best in that 10 minutes. Giving your best in the sense, not making khichdi. Make the most use of it. Don't look at quantity. Look at quality. Even if you deliver less is the mantra. Even if you deliver less, but deliver it in a qualitative way, where you deliver and you show that, okay, this is what my point is. Overall, I can even say Bhavya literally came up something from last week to this week. Ek level upgrade ho chuke ho aap. Bhavya, I want you to cope up with these things many much ladders. आप जब बैठते हो आपकी पोजीशन जो है वो आप अपने हाथ को एकदम कंट्रोल में रखते हो, वो चीज ना करो. जितना हो सकता है आप अपना बॉडी मूवमेंट करने की कोशिश करो. आज भी मैं वो चीज क्यों करता हूँ? आई एम रियली कॉन्फिडेंट इन टॉकिंग, बट आज भी मैं वो चीज क्यों करता हूँ? बिकॉज इट इज अ प्रैक्टिस इन माई लाइफ एंड वी डू इट बिकॉज वी थिंक वी want more confidence. That's where you don't restrict your body while speaking. While you hold your hands or maybe put your hands in your pocket or keep your hands aside, this is where you restrict your body to be free and talk. Especially Akanksha, I was looking at you. So many of them, I was looking at your presentation while you were presenting your bit. So your bit might be not more than 2 minutes in this entire presentation, but your 2 minutes has to be in a way you are very very extempore, you are very very energetic. Because अभी क्या हो रहा है, तराजू के एक साइड में सिर्फ केशव बैठा और बाकी साइड में तुम लोग सब लोग बैठे हो. फिर भी आप लोग अपनी एनर्जी केशव से मैच नहीं कर पा रहे हो. This is where your entire team presentation is going थोड़ा सा नीचे. Otherwise, अगर आप लोग अभी मान के चलो मैं ऐसा बैठा हूँ आपके स्क्रीन के सामने, मैं तो बात ही कर रहा हूँ, बट मेरी आंखें इधर से उधर, इधर से उधर, इधर से उधर चल रही है, तो वो समझ में आता है कि आई एम रीडिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट, आई एम नॉट स्पीकिंग एट ऑल. I could really see Akanksha. She was like off camera this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So she was like concentrating on both the ways. कि मेरी शक्ल कैमरा पे कैसे दिख रही है और मैं बात क्या कर रही हूँ. So वो दोनों जगह का concentrate जो होता है ना, वो fluctuate होता है और वो सामने से audience को समझ में आता है कि you are reading something. Don't read anything. Try your bit, try your good, try your luck. Try all the way that is possible to bring and match your energy. Your rehearsals are much more necessary. Rehearsals are much more necessary. Okay, so good luck to you, team, and thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us today and making this episode a successful one. See you guys in the next episode. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching Connect Talks. Collaborate, co-create, contribute. Thank you and good luck.